What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan Reviews, and today we're going to be doing, finally, our video review for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 3, The Cell. And this is our review. My predictions will be posted, hopefully, later on tonight. Just before I get started in this review, spoiler warning as usual, but I have to make a huge apology to all of you guys that look forward to these videos. I don't have many subscribers yet, but for those, for that small portion of, my subscribers that do look forward to these videos, I am so sorry. Because basically this is what happened. On Monday, I tried to film the review. I'm going to make this short because I need to do the review. I tried to film the review on Monday. And basically what ended up happening is that it kept saying error cannot upload video. I kept trying because I really wanted to get those two videos uploaded. So I had to delete them both because they just would not upload. And because I tried yesterday too, on Tuesday, didn't upload. And it was like already by nighttime, and I'm like, well, it's kind of too late to do a video now. So then I had to delete those today, and now I'm filming a review for the episode. I am really, really upset about this. It's pretty crazy when you can't even post your review because of the stupid internet, stupid technology. Anyway, so this episode, guys, this was a good episode. I do feel like this was a really good episode. We're gonna talk about spoilers, so spoiler warning. This was a really, really good episode. I enjoyed it. It was definitely different though. At the same time, it had a lot of different parts to it that we will discuss. So, yeah. Basically, what this episode includes, I'll read the description here. A new group of survivors seem to have it all in their impressive community. However, there is a price. That is the description. The title is The Cell. So, let's start at the beginning. We have Daryl, and basically what we find out is that he's been in this prison jail cell or whatever for a while. And he's getting tortured. They're playing this song. I'm going to call it the Easy Street song because that's all they say in that song. We're on Easy Street, right? And they don't let him sleep. They feed him dog food. It's literally like torture. They left him butt naked there for a while. Then they kind of gave him some clothes finally. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And we also see some scenes at the beginning with Dwight. It seems like he was like making a sandwich or something. So that was pretty cool. It looks pretty good. It looked pretty delicious. Anyway, so what happened later was we have the intro and everything. Okay, so this episode right here, it reminds me a lot of it concentrates a lot on Dwight, and I have to say I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, because I still don't like Dwight. They try to get you to kind of feel for him in this one. I still don't really think that he's that awesome of a character or whatever. I kind of still don't, to be honest with you. It seems like what's going on is that Dwight, he's been forced to give up his wife because Negan took, his wife from him. Then he had to get his, face ironed, which I liked when Negan talked about, this is probably my favorite scene in the episode, when Negan talked about what happened to Dwight after he took off and took Daryl's stuff with Sherry. They actually decided to go back. I didn't think they would have. So because they kind of knew at that point, we need to go back, otherwise we will be dead. And Negan was going to kill Dwight. But Sherry said that she wouldn't marry Negan if, he killed Dwight. And he's like, well, okay, so he's like, I guess Negan kind of figured, well, then maybe in exchange, he's going to iron his face. So that's what he does. Honestly, though, I'd rather that happen to me than, because at least you'd survive with an ironed face, right? Not so sure about, the others. So, yeah, Negan, he's a monster. I mean, he's a full-out monster. I don't know what it is, but he really just seems like I don't know, he really, he steals people's wives. In the comics, he had, several wives. In the TV show, I don't get that sense yet, but we do kind of understand that he does still have a lot of wives, because he's like, whichever one you want to take, as long as she says yes, and he's like, oh, what's going on down there? That was a little funny. That was probably my favorite Negan scene from this episode. That was pretty funny. So, and when he was telling him, I'm like, I almost forgot that happened for some reason. Maybe it's just because all the craziness of the death of Glenn and Abraham. We've seen the tiger and the kingdom lately, and Daryl's been captured. A lot of new stuff is coming in. I kind of forgot about some of that stuff from last season, so that's kind of funny. I kind of forgot about that for a while. So yeah, Eugene's awesome parts, especially I think that's my favorite Eugene moment. Honestly, he just goes right in there, doesn't he? Negan kind of pokes fun at him, which I kind of had that feeling he would eventually. And, so then we see Dwight saying you can be you can be a prisoner, you can be a savior, and, be a king, basically, or you can be a dead man, and Negan will kill you, and you'll be like that zombie that... I like that zombie actually tried to get up, then he fell down. He tried to get up and fall down. But it was kind of an example for Daryl, right? You can be just like that, right? Prisoners taking off buckets off zombies' heads, and yeah, it was pretty insane to see Daryl, especially in a situation where he can't do anything. He's forced to do one of these three. Otherwise, and there isn't even a door number 4. Like Negan said, these are the only way, cause you have death in one of those 3 options. So yeah, what am I even saying? Those are the only 3 options. There's no door number 4. This is the only way, right? And the thing, now that we're talking about that scene, when Negan grabs Lucille and he winds up to hit Daryl and he gets this close to his head, oh my God, my heart went up my throat. It did. I was really terrified for Daryl there. And I have to say, it got me. It did. I actually did think that he was gonna hit, then and there, kill Daryl. Even though I was kind of well, I probably won't. But it's just, in that moment, you don't have many thoughts in your head. You're kind of just concentrated on one scene, and you're like, oh, okay. It's just one scene, so, but it's cool because I actually kind of did think, just for a split second, that he actually was going to hit him. And that came to my surprise, and he didn't. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. So anyway, Negan is he's out there. I mean, he's really out there, especially when it comes to that. So we also have the scenes with Dwight. So he goes out because one of the saviors ran away, basically, kind of like how he did, because he kind of didn't want to be there anymore. And he actually got out alive without anybody stopping him. And Negan says, when you find him, kill him. Or no, I don't think he said, I think he did. I think he did say, at least do something to him. But Dwight, okay, so he finds him, right? He finds him, and he talks to him for a while. It's pretty sad when he kills him, because I feel bad for the guy, right? But this is why I can't get under Dwight, like his viewpoint, because of that scene. They try to make him in this episode feel relatable. How are you supposed to do that when you show a scene like that in the mixture of trying to get you to like him? What's the point, right? They shouldn't even have had that scene at all, honestly. But it still shows that Dwight is a bad guy. And it's just, I still don't like Dwight. And I've said it, I still probably never will, because of what he's done to Daryl. In the comics, he didn't really do anything that bad to any characters, really. I mean, if you think about it, to a degree. But in the TV show, man, he is just ruthless. Like, I hate him. Like, that is the only word to describe Dwight. I hate him. Literally hate. That I'm gonna use that word, hate. I hate Dwight. Not dislike. I hate Dwight. He's that bad, in my opinion. Him and Negan, man, they're like up here. I honestly, a lot of people would be like, well, I think Dwight's at least a lot better than Negan. Negan's terrible. I prefer Negan over Dwight. I do. It's probably just because I'm a comic fan, and any comic fan will probably feel the same. But it still doesn't change the fact that I don't like Dwight at all. I hate him. In the comics, he's actually okay after a while. But in the TV show, I don't think he can come. He's too far gone, I think, at this point, right? Right? So, I don't know. I just feel like he's too far gone. A little bit. So, yeah. Now, we also have a lot of Daryl stuff with, him saying, I'm Daryl, instead of finally responding he was Negan. That was cool, but honestly, he should have said he was Negan, because then he would have an advantage to run away, honestly. So, and he probably would have gotten to Alexandria easy, right, before they would have ran into him and brought him back, and they would have had the chance to pack up real quick and leave, right, and go the opposite direction that the Saviors were, and then they'd be out of there. They'd be out of Washington. They'd never see the Saviors again. So, it's stuff like that really angers me with that. Because by saying that simple word, everything could have been fine in a few episodes. I mean, honestly, as long as Negan can trust you, which he can, but you have to earn your keep. And he could have earned his keep there. And that's the thing. And I really hate that. So, yeah, man. Yeah, you also have the walkers falling from the bridge. Dwight almost dies. I was sitting there saying, Dwight, die. I actually was. I was thinking that in my head, at least. I don't like Dwight, man. I just don't like Dwight. It's that simple. So, yeah, and he kills the guy. He brings him back. He's on the fence there. Pretty crazy. So, Dwight still has that bad guy theme to him, and I think that's why I just don't really like him that much. I mean, simply, I just don't like Dwight. So, anyway, so if you guys liked the video, please sum it up below if you wouldn't mind, and my predictions, I hope, will be uploaded later. God. Cross fingers, man, yeah. No kidding. So, that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.